This is my family. My parents, aunts, uncles, grandparents, and many relatives immigrated here from Lebanon in the 70s. And ever since, they've raised a huge Lebanese family right here in Buffalo. My cousins and I all grew up together in America, but we've never let go of what our parents taught us, our cultural traditions and values. I set out to talk to my family about how being Lebanese affects them and why it's important to keep their culture in the future.
Let's start when I was growing up. I always felt like the thing that set me aside from everybody else was my culture. And the older I grew, the more into it I got. My parents always emphasized being Lebanese, how it's important to carry on your culture through generation for my children and my children's children.
At home we speak a different language, we eat different foods, our celebrations are amplified, and home is my comfort zone.
As I was growing up, I had this dream to come to America and the land of opportunity, the land of all those wonderful things that America offers. But we also had some real good things in our old culture, and I wanted my kids to know it and to live it.
Being Lebanese is great because I appreciate how they appreciate the beauty and the simple things in life, and they know when to celebrate. They know how to live. So that's what I appreciate the most about being Lebanese.
Well, Lebanese culture goes back more than 2,000 years ago, and it's a very simple culture and grow on very simple things in life, and that's why it means a lot to me versus the new culture nowadays, which is all about work and fast life.
Alright, being Lebanese is important to me because I have 4 kids and my husband's Lebanese, and it's important for us to keep our culture and continue it on into the next generation, because while I'm raising my kids, being able to have a culture that's thousands of years old and being able to go back 1,000 years and pull something from what my 100th grandmother had taught my other grandmothers before me about raising kids, to be able to pull something from that far back and bring it to present day, and being able to use that and apply that in raising my own children, just being able to have that help is so important to me, and that's why I'm so attached to being Lebanese and being able to teach my daughter all these traditions that I learned from my mother so that she could pass it on to her own kids too. So.
Teaching Mary cultural traditions is important to us because it will help her to have an identity and be able to define who she is and where she comes from.
I think in the U.S., it's very U.S.-centric, and I want to teach Mary there's more than the U.S. out there, starting with her own culture. And U.S. is only 300 million out of 6 billion people on Earth. So there's a lot more to learn and to explore and be curious about, and that's what I want her to be part of. It's the best. It's the best.
Mare, is it the best?
It's the best. Oh yes. I can belly dance, I can do tabka, and I can do disco.
When I was finishing college, I had the opportunity to buy a restaurant in Niagara Falls and Outlet Mall. It just so happened to have Mediterranean food, and we changed a bunch of things around, kind of created our own special flavors, all based on stuff we grew up eating. fast forward 8 years, and the thing that I thought separated me from everybody else is reflected in my business.
One of our main inspirations to open Meza was really to show people our culture. Coming from northern Lebanon, there are no locks on the doors. People are in and out all the time. Entertaining guests is second nature to us. So it felt very natural, and felt very natural for us to open up a restaurant in Buffalo where people don't know too much about the Lebanese culture. And we really wanted to show people the lighter side of the Middle East, especially Lebanon. We learned how to make falafel from my mother, learned how to bake bread from my grandmother. We used to help her when we were little kids. When she came to America, she used to bake and sell bread.
The good thing I say is you never forgot your mom and your grandma.
Ever.
That's great.
Your grandchildren, they love being Lebanese, but they live in America.
Yeah, but they live in America, yes. Yeah, good to stay, but don't forget your country, your old country, your dad's mom and country. بتضلي تعرفي وين بيت جدك، وين هيدا يعطي، هيدا صحبة، هيدا بعرفه، هيدي ما بعرفها. أحلى أنا بتتعرفي على your father country.
Yeah.
بس
2010, I went to Lebanon for the first time. I fell in love with the atmosphere, the landscape, the people, the culture. I met a young woman. 2011, I went back to see her. 2012 again, and next summer, hopefully, I'm getting married to her.
غادي شوف الزين حول يا غنام حول.
Our grandma, Tata Lulu, she met her husband in the same village you met, hopefully, your future wife.
Yep. It's an eerie feeling, actually. It's almost like it's like reliving the way my ancestors or the way my relatives grew up. It's like I'm reliving it, but I'm reliving it in 2013.
عغدير المي غادي غادي شوف الزين حول يا غنام حول بات الليلة هين قولي يا غنام بالله شايف حبي وين قولي يا غنام.
Hang on a second, don't do that, I get nervous.
And yeah. Tata, what do you want for your grandkids? You want them to marry like you did, like out of love? Someone from Lebanon? What do you think?
I want them to marry ناس لكن boy ابن أصل خلقته حلوة، لكن بشع ولا يكون أهله معطلين، وده فقير ما نفروني معه، ما فيني أشوف البشع.